Let's go through some setup and configuration once we have a name. So if we head to our profile, we can see we've got one owned name here. So let's click on that, and we can see the name of it, and we can see a bunch of different fields of information here. So let's go through each one of those. Right now, we do not have anything set as primary, so that's basically your preferred name for this address. So if you had multiple names, we were looking for a preferred name, and we want it to just be the one that gets resolved. We can set one name. So I'm going to set this as primary and confirm this. So once we do that, we're also going to notice that up in the corner here, if we refresh, we now have 123.hl. That is our preferred name, and that shows up here. Excellent. Now, if we go down to our expiration and our name details, we can see that the expiration of it is 2030. So if I want to extend the registration period, I can do that by adding one hype per year. So if I want to extend it for as many years as I want, just keep clicking, or I can fill this in here with any number. Just make sure you have enough hype. So let's add 2 years, and we'll just extend that by 2 years. And as we can see, this is now at 2032. So we've had an extension of 2 years. Then if we go over to name details here, this shows the resolved address, and this is for the HyperEVM address that is going to be resolved or linked to this name. So 123.hl will be resolved to this address. This can be changed. This can be any address, any HyperEVM address that you'd like. And then this one here is the controller address, and this is the address that will actually control all of the details and credentials for this name. So be mindful of the address that you set here because it'll be able to control all the details and credentials of this name. So we're going to leave those as is for now. Then if we go to linked addresses, we can just put in any other addresses for each of these networks. So we're not limited to just storing addresses for the HyperEVM, but also Bitcoin, Solana, and Ethereum addresses can be stored here as well. We can just update those. And so the address records are saved. And finally, we've got text records. And this is just a spot where you can store any extra information that you'd like to have attributed to this HL name. So we could put things like name, and we'll say that our name is 123. We can store other things like, let's say our X profile. And I can just go x.com/123. And this information can get stored, and it's linked with this name. So update the text record, and there we go. Text record's successfully saved. So there's how you can configure all the things with your name. And of course, if you wanted to, you can delete these if you so choose. These addresses are all changeable and editable. And like we had mentioned, the resolved addresses and controller addresses can change. You can extend at any time. And if you wish to unset your primary and perhaps change to a different one, if you were to have multiple names, you could change your names. So it's you can be changed at any time as well.